OMG, we are live. It's been a long while, everybody, and I wanted to say hello and let y'all know I've missed you. And I wanted to welcome Brian to the show and Mr. Dub Wilkinson.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
So, uh, this week Chuck is not going to be joining us. Hopefully next week. Um, he's a busy guy. So anyway, um, I just I had the itch to go live, and I wanted to say hello to everybody. I wanted to say hello to Stupid on the level, Veronica, a dog named Boo. Oh! I got echo. Sorry, that's my phone. Sorry. But anyway, and Danny, welcome, guys. So, this is kind of the spur of the moment, and but yeah, this some of this. Hi, Jen. How are you? Good to see you. Um, yeah. So we were going to talk a little bit about space. Some people might think that's crazy. We're not going to be like, space fanatics or anything, but I kind of wanted to show you that we're in the final frontier, guys. And yeah, just kind of some of the crazy stuff they're showing. It says we have 13 watching, so I'm going to wait for a few people to pop on in. Hi, Crystal. Good to see you. All the world's a stage. Good to see you. Johnny, good to see you. Cindy, good to see you. Cyberspace. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a while. Let's just say this: life happens. We've all been dealing with our own issues in life, and life has happened, and so here we are. It's been quite a long time. How you doing, Dub?
I'm doing really good.
Good. And Brian, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yep.
So
Hopefully,
yeah,
everybody else is.
yeah. Hi, Cormac. Good to see you. Jen says I have some photos to send you of the monster snowstorm we had here
Oh,
this
wow.
weekend. Wow.
Yeah, we got some. It's still supposed to be wintertime here, but we're getting some 60s. And when I say wintertime, for us, our wintertime is below freezing. It's like below 32 and in the teens. But this weekend and whatever, we're getting 60s and
Wow.
40s up here. So I'm sure it's crazy everywhere.
Yeah. So definitely we've been actually today was, I think the high was 80,
84.
84 today.
Yeah.
So that's here in Houston. So yeah, they're working on the weather here. That's crazy, Jen. Stupid says we're all celebrating the moon landing show tonight. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we are. Yes, we are. I wanted to show you guys some true uh, space things that I've come across, and you know, we all just have to come down to the conclusion that it's real. I'm just kidding. Anyway, um, I don't want to. I don't want to get taken down for hate speech or anything. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'm trying to be silly, and I'm pretty happy to be on here tonight. So I hope everybody's been doing well. We have 14 watching. Maybe we could wait for a few more minutes for everybody to come on in. Um, Jen says we had 60-degree days in January and February. Last week it was in the highs were 50s. Wow. That's in Nevada, everybody. Just in case that you guys didn't know. Hi, Honeycut. How are you, Amanda? Good to see you. She says, I'm cooking, so I can't type for a bit, but I'm here and listening. I pray everyone is well. Same back to you, Amanda. We're all doing well. All doing well. Brian says those haze trails in the sky seem to make it hotter here and maybe colder other places. Yeah, we know that they're doing that with the weather. We don't want to talk about those contrails. You know that.
Yeah, that's why I called them that. But
Yeah.
no, I was just thinking like if some people are getting crazy cold weather and I'm getting crazy hot weather, it's got to be something to that to an extent too. You know, if you take a little bit here, you got to give a little bit there. I don't know. You know.
Right. uh, Amanda says, "I'm so happy you and Dub are safe from the fires." So I guess there's some fires in Houston. They're in the Panhandle, not Houston, but in Texas in the Panhandle. Hi, Kansas girl. She said 77 degrees there. Uh, so yeah, welcome, Kansas gal. Good to see you. Yeah, so the fires aren't really near us. We haven't heard much about them. Um, of course, we don't watch the news that much, but we do get news coming through. Jen says I live in northern Nevada, and I'm lucky to have highs in the 40s in January and February. 60s have not happened as far back as I can remember. Wow, that's crazy. 77 here today. It's hot for March 1st. Yeah, it's been quite warm. Yeah, here in the Texas part, um, it's like total spring here, like crazy. Um, yeah. So I hope everybody's doing well. We thought we would do a little bit on space because we've gotten a few things that we kind of wanted to go over and kind of present and just kind of have fun. You know what I mean? I just want to have fun tonight. Don't know how long I'll be on, but I know I don't know if Brian has a time limit. I know he has a bunch of kids that he's got to get to bed and stuff, but I don't. You know, we kind of this was a surprise, and you know, I texted him and said, "Hey, you want to come on?" And yeah, so I don't know how long we'll be on here, but if Brian, if you have to go, just let me know.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, but yeah, I kind of wanted to have a little bit of fun since I hadn't seen you all in so long. um, but anyway, I guess we can get started. I don't know if there's going to be many other people. I don't know if anybody's expecting us to come on. So therefore, it says Friday night through last night we got like 2 feet of snow, 50 miles an hour winds. Wow, this was not the biggest snowstorm of the season, so we have experienced major extremes this season. Wow, that's crazy.
I remember she said she was out in Vegas. I was out in Vegas one summer and I was near an Air Force base. I think it was like northern Vegas or something like that. But anyway, I left chapstick out in the car and I came back out for that shit and I opened it up and it just went bleh all over my lap. It was straight liquid. Like it was just liquid.
Yeah, yeah. And Johnny says it's nice here, usually minus 30.
Yeah, Canada can be cold.
Yeah, it's nice here. Doesn't sound too nice to me, Johnny. I'm just kidding. Well, we hope it warms up for you. Of course, Danny's got a link already. I do have some linked up already, Danny, but let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and go in there and pull it up. So give me a second.
Sorry, Genji. I thought I seen Vegas.
So we're probably going to echo here for a second. So there we go. Got it. All right. Just hopefully, Danny, that's a link that's not gonna. I have to be very careful what links I show because they've been giving me strikes. So hopefully, Danny, it's not a link that's going to get me a strike. Um, yeah, a copyright strike or anything like that. So let's just be careful. I know your links are pretty crazy sometimes. So let me pull those up. Got that one. And got that one. Okay. All right. Let me get back here. All right. All right. I pulled both of those links up, Danny. So don't go crazy on me. Please don't. So we, like I said, we wanted to go over. Let me see what this one is. So within the last few months, we know that India did have a moon landing. So we wanted to show you how real it is, because India just now recently landed on the moon. I thought it was a pretty good one. Hi, Mary. Good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. All right. So let me go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I made a video about this one. I forget what I called it. It's like, we choose to go to the moon, in JFK's words. But yeah, it's pretty rough watching that thing try to land. And I think that they even came out and tried to say that, well, it wasn't the real pictures or something like that. I forget, but whatever. Here's what they present.
Well, just so you guys know, this is real. It's real. um, Everything looks real to me, so we gotta, if anybody tells you different, everybody. Oh, let me go back in here. Let me get full screen. Silly me. There we go. Now we can go back. All right, so this is India and India landing on the moon. Yay, India! Woo! So this is real, guys. Just so you guys know. All right.
The first country in the world to land a spacecraft near the moon's south pole.
Now, if any of these pictures look like
Graphics.
if they look any CGI, don't just let that roll off your head. If they look like little models that they might have been taking video of, just or cartoons, that's not true, guys. This is the real thing. Just so you guys know, okay? Get that out of your head, okay?
Ever wondered about the moon's hidden mysteries? Well, renowned physicist Michio Kaku recently unveiled shocking revelations from India's ISRO lunar mission, Chandrayaan-3. This mission unearthed lunar water ice, a potential resource for future lunar endeavors, including drinking water, breathable oxygen, and fuel. But that's not the end of the story. Chandrayaan-3 has also made several other remarkable discoveries on the lunar surface that have sent shockwaves throughout the scientific community and space enthusiasts worldwide. In this video, we'll reveal what Chandrayaan-3 has discovered so far, its significance, and much more. Stay with us and let's get started. Before we dive into the incredible discoveries made by the Vikram lander on the moon's surface.
Now, I know this looks fake to you guys, but it's real. This right here, this is real. Really.
It's important to watch a truly breathtaking video. This video captures the Pragyan rover making its descent onto the lunar surface, and it was filmed by Vikram's special camera, positioned on its upper side. This camera serves the purpose of helping Vikram lander keep an eye on its surroundings and communicate with the Pragyan rover. In the video, you'll see the Pragyan rover gracefully rolling down a ramp that extends from Vikram's underbelly. It's a slow and cautious descent as the Pragyan rover carefully approaches the moon's surface, while Vikram lander looms in the background, keeping a vigilant watch. As you watch, you might also hear the sounds of beeps and voices emanating from the Mission Control Center, providing critical updates on the descent status. It's important to note that the team back on Earth doesn't have immediate control over the lander or the rover. The vast distance between our planet and the moon means that it takes roughly 1.3 seconds for a command to travel from Earth to the moon and another 1.3 seconds for a response to reach us. Due to this communication delay, the lander and the rover are pre-programmed to execute this complex operation autonomously, relying on their built-in computers and sensors. They must rely on their own intelligence and capabilities to ensure a safe and successful landing on the moon. This video stands as a testament to the remarkable synergy between the Vikram lander and the Pragyan rover, working together seamlessly to accomplish this historic feat. Following the successful lunar landing, the Pragyan rover captured an astonishing image of the Vikram lander standing tall on the moon's surface. This image was taken using the Pragyan navigation camera positioned on its front side. And that's not all. There's another video that showcases how the Pragyan rover skillfully navigates the lunar terrain and avoids potential hazards on the moon's surface. We'll delve into the details of this in the upcoming section. But for now, let's concentrate on this remarkable footage of the Pragyan rover making its descent to the lunar surface. In this image, you can see the Vikram lander standing upright, firmly supported by its 4 legs, positioned on a flat air.
This is real. Now, Brian, if you want to interrupt this video or any video that I'm showing you, by all means, go ahead. If you have any questions, if you have any questions about this being real, just so you know, I can answer anything that you might want to know.
Oh, it's still breathtaking. I'm still in awe.
Okay, but please, everybody, just take this in as this is so amazing. This is so amazing. Okay, here we go.
Area near a small crater. Notice the main engine at the bottom, which played a crucial role in slowing down the descent and ensuring a gentle landing on the moon. This image serves as undeniable evidence of India's triumphant moon landing, an achievement not easily attained. In fact, only 3 other nations, Russia, the USA, and China, have achieved this remarkable feat before. Landing on the moon demands pinpoint precision in timing, navigation, and control of speed and altitude. The consequences of any error or malfunction during this phase can lead to mission failure or even a disastrous crash. It's no wonder that landing on the moon is often referred to as the most challenging aspect of any lunar mission. This image we're looking at isn't just about marking a successful lunar landing, it's also a heartfelt tribute to a true legend in the world of space exploration, Vikram Sarabhai. He's often called the father of India's space program, and for a good reason. Back in 1969, this visionary scientist laid the foundation by founding the Indian Space Agency. He didn't stop there. He kick-started numerous space projects across India, but his pioneering spirit extended well beyond space. He made significant strides in fields like nuclear physics, cosmic rays, meteorology, education, industry, and social development. Now, let's shift our focus to another fascinating video, this time featuring the Pragyan rover's maneuvers on the moon's surface. This remarkable footage was shot by the Pragyan rover itself using its trusty navigation camera. The video showcases the Pragyan rover in action as it skillfully navigates the lunar landscape, all while being powered by the energy of the sun through its 6 wheels. The Pragyan rover is not just an ordinary vehicle, it's the star of the Chandrayaan-3 mission. Its primary mission is to explore the lunar South Pole region and conduct a wide array of experiments and measurements. With the ability to roam up to 500 meters from the Vikram lander, it communicates not only with the lander but also with Earth via radio signals. However, don't let the simplicity of moving on the moon's surface deceive you. It's no walk in the park. The Pragyan rover faces a series of daunting challenges as it explores the lunar terrain. These challenges come in the form of low gravity, uneven terrain, dust particles, and extreme temperatures. Let's break down how the Pragyan rover tackles each of these obstacles. First, there's the issue of low gravity. On the moon, gravity is just about 1/6 of what we experience on Earth. This means...
So I want to give you I hope everybody's doing okay and soaking this all in because it's real. I want to give you a little story real quick. I got in a kind of a little argument with my neighbor next door a while back, and we were kind of talking about flat Earth and stuff, and And so I turned to him and I said, "So do you really think we landed on the moon?" And he says, "Of course we did. I saw it on TV." And then he called me a bunch of names. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of that story. But anyway, here we go.
The Pragyan rover weighs significantly less on the moon than it would back home. Sounds great for jumping higher and farther, right? Well, it is, but it also means less traction and stability. To handle this, the rover boasts a special suspension system that lets it adjust its height and tilt based on the lunar terrain. Plus, it has a maximum speed limit of just 1 centimeter per second to steer clear of losing control or tipping over. Next is the moon's uneven terrain. The lunar surface is rough and rocky, featuring countless craters, hills, and valleys.
Yeah, it's rocky, all right.
Navigating such challenging terrain isn't a walk in the park for the Pragyan rover. To conquer this obstacle, the rover relies on some pretty advanced navigation tech. It uses sensors, cameras, and clever algorithms to map out the landscape and plot the best course while avoiding obstacles. It's like having a super smart GPS for the moon. Additionally, the rover is equipped with a hazard avoidance system that can spot and steer clear of potential dangers, like massive rocks or steep slopes. Next is the moon's notorious dust particles.
Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with this because we know it's real, and I just wanted to educate you guys on this because I know that we all kind of need, some brushing up on our space stuff. So we're going to go ahead and eliminate this one, but I just kind of wanted to show you, kind of where we're going at right now.
I'm mad because their lunar and rover looks better than ours. That's not fair.
You guys, okay, so give me a 1 in the chat. Well, I just kind of deleted the video off my thing. I can go back and get it real quick. Do you guys want me to continue playing that video? Or do you want me to continue on with what
I put my version of that video in there. It's a little more less dry, shall we say, than that guy.
Well, drop the link and we can watch your video.
It's up there. I put it in. I said, this is my India moon landing video. And China just landed on the moon not that long ago either. You know what I mean? Their stuff was complete garbage as well.
Oh, yeah.
I did a video about it whenever it happened. And, whatever they try to sell the people is just amazing. But
right? It is amazing. I came across that and I thought that was pretty funny for them to show us all that.
The sad part is it's successful.
It's very successful. I mean, think about how big of a psyop. How this is one of the biggest psyops I think in history, because we've been taught. I mean, Dub's 83 years old. You were taught in school on a globe.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah, and they just continue on and on and on. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to me. So this one, oh goodness, I think it's this one. Let's see. All right. So as you guys all know, we've recently gone to the moon ourselves. Pretty recent, like within the last week.
Yeah, a little over a week.
Maybe.
Now, I think.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been long.
So this is very educating, and I thought you guys would really like this one. This one I really wanted to show you guys really bad. I hope you guys enjoy this next one, because I mean, I think we could all learn from it. All right, here we go. I don't know where it's. Oh, here we go. These are images.
I said to someone one time, when's the last time you drove down the road and you seen any panel truck, like huge bread truck, big truck with metal on it that's all crinkled and crunkled like that, like a boat, down the water, aluminum boat that anybody's ever bought? I just think it's crazy that this stuff is out in the vacuum of space, where we get shown in movies like, what was it, Apollo 13 with Tom Hanks, and they tried to, something happened. And it's just crazy that the details that they say happens out there. And yeah, okay.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So this NASA didn't recently go to the moon. It was a private company. Okay, just so you guys know. But this is gonna explain the whole trip. This was 4 days ago. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one because it's very self-explanatory on this one. So
It says private moon landing down there or something like that. I just wonder who went. Like that private looking part went to the moon, or
could be
about it.
Obelisk. We know how they've been pushing that. Yeah. So here we go, guys. Enjoy.
Ignition and liftoff. Go SpaceX, go IM-1 and the Odysseus lunar lander.
Wow, look how real that is.
Switching gun range. Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Now I know that might look fake that just went by. Don't ignore that, guys. That's Earth right here. Just ignore that.
They're littering on the moon.
Yeah. That's real too. Don't look. Just
They're called the EPA.
everybody just calm down. Calm down.
Thank you. First, let me congratulate Intuitive Machines.
We think we came down with, like I said, about 6 miles an hour this way and about 2 miles an hour this way, and caught a foot in the surface, and the lander has tipped like this. And we believe this is the orientation of the lander on the moon.
Hey, press pause real quick.
Moving this way.
Funny that planes don't ever do that down here on Earth. You know what I mean? Planes don't ever hit a little bit this way and a little bit that way. They just land perfect every single time. Ain't got to worry about none of that. No tipping over, no nothing. Anyway.
But they were not going to the moon, Brian.
Oh, that's what it was. I forgot. It's 1/6 of gravity. That's what it is. That 1/6 gravity, they didn't account for that and it fell over. That's
Right.
what it is.
Right. There
And
you
we
go.
don't have enough good runways on the moon yet.
Yeah,
But we
but-
will.
They
That's
will.
what it
They're
is.
gonna dig them. They're digging them.
Yep.
Around the lander, so the solar arrays are being powered, and we believe a little later we'll get solar sun on the top deck solar array. The majority of our payloads are all in view, and we are collecting science, and we've collected science along the way to the moon, and been downloading that data.
Collecting science.
We are providing
Yes.
power to the spacecraft, and we're at 100% state of charge.
I could not be prouder of our operations team and our engineers for putting together Odysseus, which was a marvelous machine.
Who's that guy? I don't know who that guy is. You
He's
guys.
probably the CEO of the company that sent it up there.
Okay. All right. Just asking. All right. Here.
And to look at the moon every night now and know that we have new hardware there that we had a hand in building in our lifetime, something I couldn't say before. It really was a magical day.
Well, I think there were several.
All stations, this is Mission Director on IM-1. We're evaluating how we can refine that signal and dial in the pointing for our dishes.
Look at
What
the
we can
table in the
confirm,
background.
Without a doubt, is our equipment is on the surface of the moon, and we are transmitting. So congratulations, IM team. We'll see how much more we can get from that.
That thing there with the center thing with the light in the middle looks pretty wild.
What?
That's a flat Earth map looking shit right there with like a center, illuminated thing right there, right in the dead center. Anyway,
But it's only one side, so it can be the round Earth. But
I made a video on how they're gonna do this. This is no shit. They're doing this for real. They're making their flat maps, is what they call it. They're no longer gonna use the Mercator map in school and globes and all that junk because they're not accurate. They're gonna use a flat map where you can flip it right over. You understand what I'm saying? Like a coin.
Yeah.
And anyway,
Oh,
I'm not kidding.
wow.
An excellent call from our mission director,
Empty
Dr.
prime
Tim
on
Crane.
IM1.
And over
Go
to
for
our
prime.
CEO, Steve Altus.
Yeah, if I could just pass on a few words to the entire team in Intuitive Machines at Superbab and here in the Mission Control. What an outstanding effort. I know this was a nail biter, but we are on the surface and we are transmitting. And welcome
Real
to the
nail
moon.
biter.
Yay!
Houston, Odysseus has found his new home.
Today, for the first time in more than a half century, the U.S. has returned to the moon. Today, for the first time in the history of humanity, a commercial company, an American company, launched and led the voyage up there. And today is a day that shows the power and promise of NASA's commercial partnerships. Congratulations to everyone involved in this great and daring quest at Intuitive Machines, SpaceX, and right here at NASA.
Half of our mission is to deliver the payloads to the moon. And then once we're there, we are a communications and power node for them to collect additional data. So the first order of business is to work through stabilizing our communications in this off-nominal configuration, and then bringing the data from those payloads home. Now, the good news is the way we landed, we can complete all of our science objectives on this mission. I think it's historic in the sense that it's a natural progression to humanity moving into the solar system. We all fly on airplanes today and we don't think twice about it. But the first airplanes were a novel and sometimes very risky proposition. So can we move space exploration and space development from being this Herculean, one-off, massive effort to something that companies can help provide? And moving into that future where people are doing business at the moon, we think this is the first step in that direction.
Sure. Business on the moon.
I think at the end of the day, it's important to remember that space is hard. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're trying to land on the moon, if you're trying to land on Mars, just sending things to orbit, launching on a rocket, space is full of challenges. It's a very extreme environment. Landing anywhere is also super challenging. You have to deal with hazards, touching down safely, making sure you don't roll over, that you have the right attitude, the right orientation for the spacecraft. So there's just a lot of challenges along the way. And basically, if anything goes wrong, it can be the end of your entire mission. So especially seeing this done by a private company, which doesn't necessarily have the same experience and heritage as a huge organization like NASA, is really encouraging to see.
DHL's going to the moon.
That looks real.
I know. DHL, what the hell they have to do with that stuff? You know what I mean?
Oh.
Don't they deliver stuff like UPS and FedEx? There we go. Look at that metal again. Who's ever seen a boat, a car, an airplane, or anything with crinkled, twisted, screwed up metal like that? Look at all that metal. Holy shit.
This is why I had to show you guys, because it's real.
What is that, a beer can down there in the middle? And a CD on the outside?
And liftoff of the first United Launch Alliance Vulcan rocket, launching a new era in spaceflight to the moon and beyond.
And Jack, how's the visibility back to the center geophone then? How's the biz? Yeah, are you not bad. Okay, you're not having to worry about extra photos yet.
Amazing, right, guys?
Yes.
I thought that was totally amazing. What do you guys think? So that's our newest mission to the moon, and I just thought that was amazing. Jen says, "Has anyone here ever been to the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C.? I have not." Jiffy Pop. toilet roll, tin foil, and duct tape.
Yeah, it does look like Jiffy Pop. That's what they got there. They got Jiffy Pop in on it, just like they got DHL in on that. You know what I mean? So.
Stupid
Yep.
says I'm lost for words. Oh, yeah. So I really thought it was important to show you guys this, that, this is where we're at, and this is where we're going, and yeah.
It would have been better if it hadn't broke his leg and fell on its face. But other than that, it was a good mission.
It was a good mission. He fell over and went boom.
Yeah, it was going 6 miles an hour this way and 2 miles an hour that way, and it fell over.
Broke his leg. Must have been a really, really well constructed lander.
Yeah. So, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of rebuttal on this one, from a channel I do watch and I like, and his name is Level Earth Observer, and so he had a little bit to say about this last landing, so I thought I would show it. So here we go.
So-called moon landing from NASA and Intuitive Machines, same company anyway. What an embarrassment this has been. But the embarrassment continues. Look.
I have a few very fascinating images for you that I can talk through now if you look up at the teleprompter. This is the picture of Odie on the surface of the moon, touching down with its engine firing. You see here the landing gear pieces broken off there on the left of the image. The landing gear did what it was supposed to do and protect the lander as it landed on the surface.
I hate to break it to you, mate, but the landing gear snapped, as you said there. Not that this is real anyway, but I'm entertaining your silly story in your image. The landing gear snapped and this thing has fallen over on its side. So the landing gear didn't do what it's supposed to do, did it? And this image isn't proof of anything, mate, is it? Other than the gullibility and the naivety of people like you who actually believe this.
The engine plume interaction with the surface gives us this excellent view of how the ejecta, the regolith, moves away from the plume interaction.
Mate, you really need to have a word with yourself. Get out, get some nice country walks, start centering up and realize this is absolute garbage.
Hey, push pause real quick. Hey, I just wanted to say everybody knows that NASA is the biggest helium consumer, right? Yes. Anyway, if you look at those things right there, do those not look like birthday balloons, like gold foiled or aluminum foiled, birthday balloons? That's exactly what they look like to me.
Yeah. Kind of. They're not even blown up all the way. They're like, they still got like.
That's just how those things naturally look. There's always crinkles near the edges and stuff. They can't get them perfect. You think that they would do this better, more like those fake tanks and airplanes and stuff they do with like the blow up shit down here, even though that is down here. You know what I mean? But whatever.
Yeah. I think it's a mocking for sure.
For
information in that data right there.
Oh, there's scientific information in this image that can't be tested and verified by anyone. Nah, mate. Nah. There's a storyline attached to this image to get nerds like you salivating over silliness.
What you don't see in this picture is that we landed, our navigation system landed us with precision and landed us softly on the moon. Shock absorbers took the load, and the lander now tilted over gently, and we think it's about 30 degrees, and communicating all the way down to Earth. And I think Tim is...
Yeah, it crashed. It fell over, essentially. The landing gear broke, so it didn't do as it's supposed to. What can the words out? And as a result of that, the storyline is this thing crashed. The prop crashed. They're giving you a...
I see the word intuitive all over those things. They say intuitive on the gold thing, intuitive on the white panel in the dead center.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My bad. I said the thing fell on its face, but it just tilted over gently. So, correction there.
Okay.
Storyline, because they can't give you any imagery now. Not anything of any quality, because they know they get exposed. All they're left with is a silly storyline that I predicted anyway in my previous video, and terrible imagery. The storyline gives them an excuse for the terrible imagery. And people will still try and defend this. Not many, I may add, but a few.
going to give you an estimate of how much data we've actually brought down.
Again, claiming that he's got data from this image. Again, if he gets a signal or whatever that supposedly comes from the moon, who's testing and verifying that? No one. How is this beneficial to anyone, these images and this storyline? It's not, is it? How was the original moon landing beneficial to anyone? It wasn't, was it? And you only got to look at Buzz Aldrin in recent years. He tells you they didn't go. He spells it out for you.
There's a little image in the center of the white patch on this. That's an American flag. I want to highlight that American flag was a donation by NASA and is from 1970 in the Apollo program.
Are you kidding me? From 1970, they still have that flag, and that's going to be there. Mm-hmm.
They've been saving it for this.
They've been saving it for us to go back to the moon.
And it was a certified piece of...
Oh, spare me the silly attachments to the daft original pantomime, will ya?
like hardware. And we took that American flag and we proudly put it on Odysseus and carried...
Mate, you should be embarrassed by this, yeah? Of course, you've got more storyline to feed because, let's face it, this is boring. This is unconvincing. This is just as expected. Dear, oh dear.
To the moon, like it should have been done 52 years ago. So I'm really proud of that. Next picture. This picture.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is incredible stuff.
Look at that picture. Does that looks real to me?
Looks like fisheye lens, with a raindrop on it or something. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
I thought this was a good picture. Just show everybody. It's real, guys. It's real.
Incredible.
Kind of view of, and all of the data that's within how we're able to give you the images we have.
Oh, this incredible data here before our very eyes gives us so much. So much.
All the data's there in this wide-angle view. Next.
Oh, data-rich image here. Unbelievable. The mockery from these guys is off the charts. America should be enraged, going crazy by this stuff. By how unconvincing, how unhelpful, how boring, how expensive, how predictable. And the fact they're claiming this is a private company, but it's funded by NASA. So it's just lies from pantomime artists, NASA, desperately trying to save this space globe charade dying, folks. It's dying. I think they're doing it on purpose as well. I think it's done slowly here, just to break people in slowly, progressively. Otherwise, these mainstream believers, if they were just told outright, a lot of them would just lose the plot overnight, walking the streets, just talking gibberish to themselves. Bless them.
Next image. And here we are, how Odie conducted the brilliant 6-day mission on the surface. You see the gold foil blanket is the helium tank. You see that we're tilted over slightly, still more upright than we initially thought. We did.
So yeah, the landing gear failed. You tilted over, you banged on the floor.
Land upright, we captured data, and then we tilted over
You
slightly.
captured data. No, you sent back images that are ridiculous, mate, and then you're claiming you've got data from that and that you know what's going on. When really, this is just pathetic.
In about 2 seconds, and came to rest either on the opposite helium tank or a computer shelf, and were able to communicate. It also
Yeah, like I said, it crashed. The landing gear failed. You bigged it up and said it worked, it snapped, it failed. So you're even having to deviate from the original storyline to justify this silly pantomime and silly sci-fi charade to yourself and others. It's ridiculous, mate. It's embarrassing. Even mainstream believers at work are laughing at how ridiculous this is.
6 payloads data back, plus all the commercial payloads, and continue to transmit as we go forward. Brilliant performance by a small lunar lander and a brilliant commercial company called Intuitive Machines. I have a few
There
very...
you go. There you have it. That's the latest breaking, hot off the press news, stroke imagery, stroke storyline, stroke pantomime from NASA. And it's embarrassing. But it's obvious that they're basically shutting this charade down now. And they've done so in an embarrassing fashion. I suspect there'll be a little bit more storyline to come. Oh, the battery found a bit of energy. We took some more images of some dirt with this GoPro, which will satisfy the nerds. But like I said, even people at work now are starting to question this and laughing at this. And as a result of this, questioning the bigger picture, which is great. But this has been cited as a huge success, yet it's embarrassing.
So that's a little bit of feedback from a channel I watch. And I suggest you guys all sub to him. Level Earth Observer. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. So, what you guys think about that one? Hello.
Well, I think aluminum foil and gold foil or balloons thereof would not survive the elements supposedly said that are in outer space.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with you very much so.
But we're going to commercialize the moon. Yes.
I don't want to live on the moon. I want to go to Mars like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall.
They're working on that one too.
Yeah, they're working on it. It'll come soon.
Elon's gonna settle on the Mars. He's gonna get a colony up there.
Stupid says, I still need more proof. It's not real. So funny, it's worth watching. Oh my goodness gracious. So, yeah. So that's what we're looking at. I wanted to show you guys the latest. I have another one to show. A couple of these are Chuck's videos that he, not recent, one was more recent than the other. But, you know, I thought they were pretty good. And so this one is Welcome to Clown World. Everything is a lie, and that's a fact. Mirrored. So here we go.
It is contagious, but it is contagious, but excuse me.
On the Lord, what you have on the rickety low while living number one Nickelodeon.
This message brought to you by Nickelodeon, the first and only network for kids.
Nickelodeon.
Swallow it.
Yes, that's right. Just swallow the toothpaste.
Just think how much fluoride they're swallowing when they're swallowing that toothpaste. I'm just kidding.
It is contagious, but
And now Elon Musk is the card. But Elon Musk is sending up huge rockets and send them up to the moon. What are they going to do? They're going to look out the windows and photograph the Earth. Think of all these people that are going to be going up. Just a few years, it's not long in the future. And they're going to be photographing this round, blue, beautiful planet out here in space. Thousands of photographs and videos from the space station as it moved in the heavens above the Earth. Such a magnificent sight, it took his breath away. Right now, you can log on to the internet if you want to. And you can go to the International Space Station, the ISS, and you can get a live feed from that space station. Right now, you can watch it as it moves across the face of the Earth.
So, it's like pear-shaped. We can make our rockets.
Rocket.
The weird part about it is space is so incredibly black, so incredibly dark. It's a bottomless pit, bottomless pit, bottomless pit.
This is actually a container that has urine in it, and we get that from the Russians. We put that then into our recycling system, our water recycling system. So first it goes into the urine processor, and then from there it goes into the water processor to make us drinking water. We're drinking the urine coming from these ones.
What does the ISS smell like?
Oh, you can smell a little roast beef.
It is possible to pee upside down, which is kind of cool. And it is treated, and it is reused. So as my friend Don Pettit says, today's coffee is tomorrow's coffee.
Beyond the Earth and into those forbidden skies, but they will not be forbidden for long.
Red flag, Space Force, Operation Warp Speed, yeehaw.
And send them up to the moon.
I believe that it's important for the future to be a spacefaring civilization, and out there, ultimately be out there among the stars. And I think that's the exciting, inspiring future that.
But we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now, and the light is shining through.
And then
She just
SpaceX
recently
is
promoted
about,
Trump.
helping make life multiplanetary, and doing what we can to continue the dream of Apollo, and ultimately make a contribution to life becoming multiplanetary.
He looks really stoned right there. I'm just saying.
No, he might just be dumb. You know what I mean? And you don't know it.
Oh, he looks like way out.
Just as the United States was the first nation to reach the moon in the 20th century, so too will we be the first nation to return astronauts to the moon in the 21st century.
Well, how do you plan to get there? In this trash can?
We're dreaming big,
Well, now I've seen.
and it'll get more and more obvious as you go along.
You want to think the world is flat? Go right ahead.
So which one of you is ready to go to Mars? Are you ready?
We are in.
We are absolutely ready to go to Mars.
Who's ready to go to Mars up there?
I think you're ready. I know you're ready, right?
But we destroyed that technology.
The Rocky back better.
His name is Ralph, man.
She was a woman.
Oh, yeah, that would be disastrous.
You'd like to go to Mars very quickly.
The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to.
Epic achievement.
And it's a painful process to build it back again.
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.
We just discussed that. She'd like to go to Mars very quickly.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond.
Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
But up here, everything hangs off the walls and there's cables everywhere.
Station, are you ready for the event? Brad Pitt, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
I am ready for the event. Houston, this is Station.
Station, this is Brad. How do you hear me?
Hey, Brad, this is Nick. I've got you loud and clear. Welcome to the International Space Station. CGI or hooked to strings?
I bet. Thank you very much. I got to tell you, this is a real treat. Real pleasure to be talking to you up there.
And send them up to the moon.
The sun is up there, right? Then the moon casts a shadow on the Earth.
It's a few years. It's not long in the future. And they're going to be photographing this round, blue, beautiful planet out here in space.
That shadow is called the Terminator line, and it does not match up with the time zones. And, you know, whatever, though.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good one. Let's see, who shot. So this would be another one. This is from Chuck that I found.
Can see.
Morning, Mr. President. Thank you. I thought maybe I might have missed you. Well, listen, we know you've had some frustrations up there, but overall, I think we can all be proud of the fourth mission of the Discovery and all that you've accomplished. We've been watching down here, and I mean all of America. And I want you to know that we're rooting for you all. We saw a lot of human ingenuity at work, making the fly swatter-like tool. And as we watched Jeff Hoffman and Dave Griggs install it on the Discovery's arm, we had to acknowledge that was great work. And we're calling all of you up there now the SWAT team. I want to congratulate astronauts Bobko and Williams on the maneuvers you've been putting the shuttle through. This is the 16th shuttle to go up, and we're learning more about its versatility every trip. I've seen you playing, I mean demonstrating with balls and jacks and yo-yos and even a slinky toy in the zero gravity of space.
Playing was the right word.
Make some educational videotapes for
Exactly.
students learning about the laws of physics.
Okay, class, today we will be looking at the proudest moment in American history, the Apollo 11 moon landing. Here we can see Neil Armstrong taking that historic first step and becoming the first man to walk on the moon. Yes, Timmy?
Who shot that?
What?
Who shot that footage?
What do you mean?
Well, if Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon, then who's holding the camera?
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Well,
Who's out there with the camera?
no, I know what you're asking. I'm just...
Very fine grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder.
Could have been like a tripod, or... No, it's not.
Tranquility Base.
Neil Armstrong.
No, he was in it. I mean, who's holding the camera?
Whoa. Hey, Mr. Mayor. Who shot the moon landing?
Thank you for calling the military.
Hi, yes, I have a question.
Don't ask, don't tell.
No. Who shot the moon landing?
only go in small fraction of an inch, maybe an eighth of an inch, but I can see the footprint of my boots and the treads in the fine sandy particles. Here's what we're talking. Everything is very clearly visible.
Giant steps out to take, walking on the moon. How my legs don't break, walking on the moon. Said we could walk forever, walking on the moon. I said we could be together, walking on the moon. Walking back from your house, walking on the moon. Walking back from your house, walking on the moon. My feet don't hardly touch the ground, walking on the moon. I said my feet don't hardly make no sound, walking on the moon. Some they say I'm wishing my days away. No way. This is the price I pay. Some say tomorrow's another day. You stay, I may as well play.
That 1/6 gravity would be good for break dancers.
Steps out you take, walking on the moon. How my legs don't break, walking on the moon. I said we could walk forever, walking on the moon. I said we could be together, walking on the moon. Some may say I'm wishing my days away. No way. This is the price I pay. Some say tomorrow's another day. You stay, I may as well play. Keep it up. Are you gonna keep it up, yeah? Yeah, walking on the moon. Keep it up. Are you gonna keep it up, yeah? Yeah, walking on the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. Very, very good. On the level was here earlier, and he had put he dropped a link, so I pulled it up, and I wanted to play that one. It's a very short link. Let's see what this one is all about.
I'm a NASA astronaut, and I'm on the International Space Station.
You shit is fake.
boy, the drums are old. You're looking so uninspired, baby, and leaving me cold. Your shit is fake, corny as hell. Ideas are flat, and you're out of tune. Your whole stick is tied, baby. Counterfeit, punk. Your shit is fake. Failed assassin came here to destroy. Nothing happened. That's what they talk about, you boy. Gotta do something new. Your shit is fake. Your ideas are wrong. You're lukewarm, washed up and bland. Honey, I'm here to warn you. Your shit is so fake. You look like something that got left outside too long. Spoiled, rotten, gone bad. You're bad. Why not do something good? I like that. You look as foreign, and your beat's so whack. Everything is not working. Baby, that's where it's at. Why not do something new? Your shit is fake. So fake. You mouth the words, believing a lie. Turns out your mission was impossible after all. You done got passed by. You done got passed by. Your shit is fake. Why not do something good? Why not do something we can use? Your shit is fake. Do something. Do something. Your shit is fake.
That was good. Yeah, that was good. Thank you, Level, for that. That was a good one. Very much enjoyed that one. All right. You still there, Brian?
Yeah, I kicked myself out by accident.
Okay. So, Danny, you presented two of them. So I'm going to go ahead and play them. I hope they don't. They're good. Just kidding. So we'll do this one. I have not seen these ones. Oh, that's me. Not that one. Let me go back.
We're going to the moon.
Join us.
Why do you think we haven't been back to the moon?
Historically, you'd have to say Apollo was kind of a fluke.
We've diversified.
NASA's Artemis program will land the first woman and the first person of color on the moon.
We are going.
We don't even have a target date for when we can anticipate a moon landing.
We're such an anomalous situation.
Which might all seem a bit strange.
We're going.
What year do you realistically believe we'll put a land a crew on the moon again?
Within a decade.
We are going.
By 2025,
We are going.
Back to the moon, back to the future, and this time back to stay.
Returning to the moon is an important step for our space program.
Will return American astronauts to the moon.
That sounds weird that we'd be so much more advanced now and we haven't gone back.
I agree. It's totally weird.
We're going. And this is how.
Mission equity.
Why does it seem like we're worse at this than over 50 years ago?
I am gay.
I am gay.
I am gay.
I am a queer woman. I am NASA.
I am a lesbian. I am NASA.
I am a transgender woman.
Wow.
I am NASA.
I am a queer woman, and I am NASA.
I am non-binary. I use they, them. I am NASA.
We still have a little ways to go, and we're casting our net wider and wider. We need gay scientists.
Hispanic doctor.
We need black engineers.
We belong.
We belong.
We belong here.
It's not all going to plan.
We heard the announcement that the Artemis mission to orbit the moon is going to be delayed, and then the next Artemis mission to land on the moon for the first time in decades is going to be further delayed. We saw just recently a very hyped SpaceX starships blowing up after takeoff in the US last year.
With another setback when the Peregrine moon lander ended its mission in flames over the Pacific.
It was like reaching into the future and bringing a technology forward that normally wouldn't be there. Like, that was not the natural pace of technology development.
By the 1970s, there was a failure rate of about 20% of missions. In the 2020s, that number is closer to 45%.
We've had 50 years to develop the technologies. They've become cheaper. They've become better understood. But at the same time, you have all of these companies that are just learning.
I am non-binary. I am gay. I use they, them. And it just felt really nice to see someone else in the room using those pronouns. And I made sure to introduce myself with my pronouns so that they could know. You're not the only one here. There's someone here who understands you. And
This got to be fake.
Really important that we can show that visibility is safe, and that you can absolutely be a part of the team and loved and valued for who you are.
It's never too late.
Oh my
So we haven't had
God.
a lot of experience landing on the moon. We have had experience landing on Mars, landing on asteroids. I wouldn't say that we're out of practice as much as we just have a number of new participants.
At NASA, we're on a mission of equity.
To use science, data, and technology to advance equity.
Diversity and equity and inclusion and accessibility. NASA is just a small piece of the Biden administration's efforts to advance equal opportunity, but we should lead the way.
We also implemented a unity initiative on advancing racial equity and support for underserved communities through the federal government. They're on diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility in the federal workforce. Our strong commitment to DEIA is one of the important reasons that NASA has been ranked #1 among large agencies for employee engagement for the past 9 consecutive years. And we've also been ranked #1 in inclusiveness in the past 7 consecutive years. At NASA, we make air and space available for everyone. People don't have to hold their breath for fear of being a victim of discrimination, harassment, or retaliation. And space refers to our commitment to providing room for everyone to be authentic, to belong, and fully contribute to our agencies.
And so we all know that diversity in space is needed.
We're going to the moon.
We're not going anywhere.
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
Is outer space gay or straight?
Wow. Wow. Woo. That's crazy. Not crazy. That's our world. Space is space. Wow. That's crazy. Thank you, Danny. I don't know what to say about that one, but I don't know. Straight to space. Wow. That's crazy. All right, we have one more to show.
Bro, like,
let's see here. Go here real quick. There we go. All right.
they said that this is the same company that claimed that they did this, bro.
Yeah, that particular image doesn't look real to me.
So if SpaceX, if they were to say do even one thing fake, then we obviously can't trust anything that they say, right?
won't go that far, but yeah, it does.
They're faking a car in space.
Not anything they have to say, but I would take it. More things they say with a grain of salt.
You know what Elon
But, like,
Musk said
do you
about
think-
this? Or you're pretty new to this subject, huh? Do you know what Elon Musk said
well,
about this?
I actually, no.
Said
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like,
literally. So he
Well,
said,
I would say I currently would think the Earth is globe, but I've been watching a lot of your debates, and I find it pretty bizarre how no one's able to really debunk anything you say.
Come on, let's be honest here. There is no debate. No matter what they say,
The combat
there is
war
no debate
veteran.
about the shape of the Earth.
The thing is, I don't debate established fact. And if you're going to enter into a debate with someone, especially with flat Earth, then you're sort of giving validity to their argument, when of course there is no validity to the flat Earth theory.
Flat Earth is the bottom of the barrel.
They don't have enough of a concept to actually debate with.
Asked you to debate one of them flat Earth guys.
No, I don't. I can't. No.
I know. We talked about it, and we were going to have him on Skype.
No, that is something that should not be debated.
Congressional
Does not
hearings
belong
discuss
in
the
front of an
flat Earth.
audience getting debated.
And it doesn't matter that your cognitive dissonant, Dunning-Kruger riddled minds can't grasp basic facts. The Earth is a sphere. There is no debate.
Okay, so I wandered into the flat Earth space at about 4 a.m. this morning, and they were wrecking the Globers, okay? Completely wrecking them.
He's an outsider. He's undecided, but he's saying that you guys look like fools, man.
Giza Santu says, I was globe Earth my whole life until I saw Craig's arguments. Now I'm 100% flat.
Let's go! Yes!
Maybe there should be some training course or something like that, but it's the younger or the less experienced Globers don't help the cause.
That is very true. Those are eaten alive by lions. They just devour him. Blood is squirting all over the place. And there's nothing left of the Glober at the end.
it's kind of crazy. You would think that as we progressed over time and we're in 2024, that the globe Earth arguments would have gotten much better, that the debate would have gotten much better, that they would have become much less fallacious. But in reality, we've seen that they've hit a wall with every single one of the subjects. They have a script and they hit a wall, and they just start looping the most popular fallacy, whatever it is. They've all just kind of decided, like, okay, well, this is the fallacy we're going to use for this argument. This is the one we're going to use for this argument. And they all just repeat it. So I agree. It probably is quite frustrating to watch them. But it's really for the third party, like the guy that came in here earlier, and he was like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm watching your debates, and I think the Earth's a globe, but I just think it's insane that none of them can like debunk what you're saying, and none of them can like actually debate you. That's the reason that it's important to do it, of course. And at the same time, what we're doing is we are progressing. Our arguments are getting significantly more strong. We're removing any types of fallacies, and we're learning more about what's really going on. We're discovering more truth. So we're going in two different directions. Now, obviously, that's because one side's pursuing the truth. One side is actually defending something that is untrue. So that is inevitable that over time, that's how it will turn out. This has to be done to most flat earthers. It's like poison the well and somehow attempt to justify why we consistently come out victorious in the discussions. And it is because, of course, we're not, claiming pseudoscientific, unverifiable, crazy claims that can easily be debunked. That's why. Just like Michael Sartain, I'm trying to set up a conversation with him. He goes around and he says, flat earthers win most debates because they're charismatic. And they've researched these things. It's like, or maybe we just have a stronger position.
And I kind of feel like, now that I think about it, like, while flat earth might be pretty niche, I think that maybe people willing to argue against flat earthers is even more niche of a group.
The amount of people who are publicly going to talk about flat earth is almost none, right? It's offensive to a lot of people. Just the very idea of saying flat earth, the fact that someone will believe it, it offends the very soul of many people.
Can't convert them. Has anybody ever converted anybody?
Is it possible to deconvert a flat earther?
No, they never. Are you kidding me?
Cannot claim the conversion fully.
Then I get to change.
I haven't done it myself personally.
They don't want to be helped.
He was probably the first person I interacted with
in this, like, in months that I've been doing this, that not only acknowledged what I said, but also was like, oh, that actually does make sense. Like, thank you.
Most of the times I've gotten that is from someone who's like,
yeah, I don't really know why I think the Earth is round.
I don't have anything to prove it, So it's not even like somebody. The only time I get somebody to admit like that, a lot of times they didn't really have a strongly held belief one way or the other. Is basically what it comes down to.
Notice what you're doing to these people. You're bringing out the ugly. You're ripping off the mask because that cognitive dissonance is getting shaken up. And I say, let's keep pushing it.
Reading through all these PDFs and these, like, this forbidden science that's being hidden, and we're figuring out the true nature of where we are, and we're hoping to inspire the younger generations and kind of give them whatever we've been able to find, so they're able to keep looking into the truth of where we live. We're going to have a new generation of people that think for themselves. And so it sucks because I had to put my glasses on and pretend to be a baller because you guys can't defend it. I thought Flyers was stupid. I thought Flyers was dying. It's just over, I guess. Debate's just over now.
Yo, globe was getting cooked, man. What's going on, man?
I think it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
All right. That was very good. And thank you, Danny, for that. We have one more to show. I pulled yours up, Brian. And then we're going to call it a night. I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys that I've missed you guys and love hanging out with you guys. I'm so glad that you guys came on here. It's been a while. Hopefully next week, Chuck will be on and we can continue on with our lives. Hi, Yo. Good to see you. And yeah, this was something that was heavy on my mind. So I thought I would present this for sure. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and play one more video. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the show. So here we go. I guess it was this one.
49-second clip off of the guy's website that I will include in the description. This video clip is actually from an Eric Dubay video that's put on his channel in 2019, but I watched the clip. It's over 2 hours long, and these guys are talking from back in like 2016 when Flat Earth became a thing. So just remember the time frame we're talking about here, 2016, because they talk about the Mayweather and McGregor fight. So it's prior to that fight, which was in 2017. So we're talking early 2017, 2016.
We've been raised and conditioned to, you can't question the Holocaust, and you can't, you'll be anti-Semitic. It's a thought crime. It's a thought crime. In some countries, you can get thrown in jail. You know how that exists? Like, we've been brought up with, you better not say anything about the Jews, or we're going to ruin your life, right? You guys aware of that? It worked, right? Gav, it worked, right? You got to be careful about that stuff, right?
That's slavery. Yeah, as far as I know, there's lots of countries where you need to be very careful, Yeah,
you got to be careful. It could, even in the United States where you can't get thrown in jail. I mean, you're not going to get thrown in jail, but if you make enough noise, they can come after you and ruin your life, right? You guys aware of that? Sure. They've done it.
And I was like, well, I think I know this gentleman. That's Del from Beyond the Imaginary Curve, back on an Eddie Bravo podcast, or whatever this is, in like early 2017, late 2016, when Flat Earth became a thing. That's why I'm making this video. So here's the video that they posted on Eric Dubai's channel. But like I said, the video is from early 2017, late 2016, because of what they're talking about in the 2-hour video. Throughout this video, Eddie Bravo goes on to call anybody who believed in FE a dumb, religious, crazy. Those are the types of words that he used. Dumb, religious, and crazy. Excuse me. At 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 25 seconds, one of the guys in this video asked if everybody believes in biblical FE, and every single one of them say no. And Dell sits there and shakes his head, no, 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 no. There's a reason why Dell is a big face in the Flat Earth community today, because in this time frame, they were putting their players into play. They mentioned Eric Dubai and all this. They put their players into play who they want to be the non-biblical flat earthers. And let me keep going on. At 1 hour and 28 minutes and 45 seconds, they start promoting veganism. So you see where I'm going with this? The vegan flat earthers. At 1:45:05, they try to say that there's proof of Trump talking about flat earth, but really they say that there is no proof, and it's just to make fun of it all in that sense. At 1:55, Eddie Bravo's mouth professes that Alex Jones is no shill. Well, we know that's horse shit, Eddie, and we know that you are the handler to the guys on your show, okay? At 1:52:50, they say, don't be an anti-Semite, all right? So that leads me back to this video that I found on this guy's channel that I played in the beginning, which I won't play again. But basically what he's telling at the end of the 2-hour video is when he brings this up. This ain't brought up until the very end of the video, after they talk about everything they talk about, in which they ensure to tell you that there is no biblical FE. You're a dumb religious person if you believe in biblical FE. You need to be a vegan. Alex Jones is not a shill. And don't be an anti-Semite, because we will ruin your lives. So he's telling Dell and his little group of people that they will have disseminate flat earth like Eric Dubai and stuff later on, at this point in time, how to control the masses in the future. That's all this is. Eddie Bravo's a shill. Joe Rogan's a shill, and everybody knows this. And the fact that Dell is on his show leads me to believe that he's a shill too. And the fact that there's no biblical FE from any of these men, and they promote the vegan shit. There's no shill. Don't be an anti-Semite. You see the picture I'm trying to paint? God bless and have a good day.
Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Can't get your COVID shot. Come on, guys. Come and get your COVID shot. Let's come, everyone, line up. Get your COVID shot. There you go. Good deal. Yeah. Come and get your COVID shot. You do.
I forgot about that little clip I added in. That's the realness of it, you know what I mean? Like I found out a while back, and that those posters on the wall were talking about a fight that took place in May of 2016. So this was, you know, planned way before, you know, they even let it out. They put their people out, and that's why most of the stuff, most of the attention that FE gets is just drama. You know what I mean? Bicker and arguing, drama. You know what I mean? That's all it'll ever be.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, the world wants it to be. It wants it to be that. They don't want it to lead any further than drama, you know? So.
Right. Well, thank you, Brian, for that. And that was a good one. And we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I wanted to tell everybody thank you. Believe in your Lord Jesus Christ. He is our Savior. We all have to keep the faith. And yeah, I'm such a believer, and I want to give all my love and glory to him. And you know, I just really appreciate everybody being on here and coming here and being on here with us. Hopefully next week we will be back as normal. If not, I swear I'm going to come back on, and hopefully Brian will be here with us. And Chuck and of course Dub Wilkinson, my best friend. And so yeah, everybody, we missed you so very much. Thank you for coming by and just hanging out. You guys are awesome. I've missed you. And we hopefully we'll see you all next week for sure, for sure. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's what I wanted to get out is space is the final frontier. Here we go. Keep that in mind, guys. Thank you, Brian, for being on here.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you very much. And Dub Wilkinson, you have anything to say?
Always happy to see people come spend the evening with us.
All right, guys. Well, we love you guys. Thank you so very much. You guys have a very good week. Keep believing, keep your faith, and 2024, yes, I agree with you, yo. It's gonna be a very big season. We all need to hold on to our hats. But anyway, guys, love you guys. God bless you guys. And we will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.